welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and it's the 29th of August. We are ripping through the summer. But welcome. We are here at the 29th of August, and we are waiting for a price to move in the direction of these two equal highs. That's what I'd like to see. We're in the midpoint of this 1 hour range, around the equilibrium or so. I want to see if it drives up through this fair value gap here, through this 1 hour fair value gap we got. Gonna get right to it this morning. I hope you guys have had a great night. Get a chance to get away from the charts and see your family and find some other things that are about living than just sitting in charts all day long. So we're at the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap here, 1 hour. So you're thinking, where would we be reaching for? Even in between that high and that low, we're right in the middle of them. So we got highs above us, and we got lows and a little 1 hour fair value gap lows here too, and here. And there's a small little tiny one in here. I'm just looking for gaps right now. What would be a little upside objective? And then look at the chart and say, where's the biggest draw with new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps? And say, where would the draw on liquidity be? What a great example of a reversal here. You see that on the hourly? This price imbalance you have here. See the body chart's above it, comes back into it here. Starts to march up. I like that. Those equal highs above market. Let's see if we don't get a run back down into here. And then a push higher. What do you got on the 4 hour? We're inside that 4 hour fair value gap right now. Actually, no, just below it. Really, we could come back and balance this. I'd like to see that stay open. Oh, lows. We're into this wick here. We're through 50% of that wick. We are back to these old lows here. So we could see a reversal. I'd like to see it come back up and fill the rest of that gap there first. So you can note 532 above. I still like these equal highs here. Breaker right here. This one's inside that one, so a return to that fair value gap high. Let's see what we get from there. We finally broke out of here. Come back inside this order block here. Nice. I'm getting a lift. Relative equal highs. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just checking to see if we have anybody on the show. Oh, we have 9 people this morning. Good morning, 9 people. All right. So these relative equal highs, I'd like to see them gunning for those. Let's see if we can't get some support to go higher. Get through this fair value gap here on the hourly. All right, let's look at Bitcoin real quickly. Got relative equal highs above us. We're compressing here, but I like this little high and this fair value gap right above us. So it's another 27 or $20. So not a lot of jam on that one. If we take out that high, then obviously equal highs above us. It's a little tiny imbalance right here, or SIBI right here. Switch this out so you can see it more. And a little tiny imbalance right there. We've came all the way back to the right there. See how we come right to the top of it? Left that little gap open. And now we're looking for discount premium inside the small range. So you're looking for that little run back up into here. So I see those highs get taken on the hourly. I got nothing of significance in here except this reprice rebalance. I'd like to see price come up here, just take those highs out, come back into this candle, into these equal highs here, and start pushing higher. If we lose this fair value gap on the downside, look for it to return back down into this fair value gap below you here, and this order block, which is basically inside this guy here. Nope, I like that fair value gap here. This candle. Cut through all this stuff. So here, We're going to kind of look at that spot right there. And then there. Start from here first. So far, soybeans just bouncing off this fair value gap in here. We've come back inside this little guy here, and we're getting some lift off now. I like to see that. I want to see this start pushing through here now. Get to the other side of that, get some leverage to start moving higher. With this, if we get through here, on the upside, I want to see this upside get taken and use this order block here as support to go higher above these relative equal highs above us here in wheat. Get all these old trades off here. Coffee finally did break down through that fair value gap. Now if we close below this and that, I want to see this candle get taken out on the downside and use this candle as support to go lower. Or if we stop like just below the consequent encroachment of that candle and come back up into this, I wouldn't want to see any candles get any higher than the wick of this down close candle. Oh, sorry, this up close candle, this bullish order block here. I want to see that low hold price with a wick and at least the body hang in here and then drop down again, take out that low and continue to push lower. And I'm looking for this area down in here would be the area of interest for me. Live cattle is now broken that fair value gap we're looking for yesterday. It's coming back into it today. You want to see that. You want to see that touch this in here today or drive down to the consequent encroachment today and then start pushing higher. And you're gunning for the fill of that fair value gap, which is just shy of it there. And take out these highs, get back into the wicks above you here, because then you're looking for a run back up into that premium level again. What else we got? Mehmet, good morning. You're new. I haven't seen you before. Good morning and welcome. Joe Mack. Joe Mack, you're starting to get to be a regular. Good to see you back. Blair. This is an ICT. Nope. ICT is the other guy you want to go to. There's a set difference between indices and NQ. It's also the weakest one. I'm sorting NAS and gone long US dollar. That PDA array is for hedging. Morning, Russell. MF, good morning. All right, let's look for, where was I at there? I am. So you're looking for some support off of here to go higher. If we take out the low on that side, so the ideal entry would be right here. So if we do take that out on a close and come back to it, you can get it break even, get back in sync with the market to go lower. Right now, I'm bullish in cattle. Cocoa, see how we hit the consequent encroachment of that inversion? And now we're starting to pull away from it. You're still inside this fair value gap. Not fair value gap, just gap, price gap. And we're coming back to the consequent encroachment of that. So you got to wait for it to get out of here. Either use that for leverage to go higher or use this for leverage to go lower. Now we are through this breaker. I'd like to see it come back, hit this breaker here now for lumber and start pushing back down, getting into here. So the one we lined up yesterday or a couple of days ago finally broke through it. So we're waiting to get back to this now. So keep your eye on that level. The ideal entry so far has been, we've traded below that fair value gap here. We've took these highs out. We've closed below it right there. And then this candle here trades right back into this candle's high. Right, you see it right there in that candle? It trades right back to the higher, or the lower that, yeah, the high of this candle. So you're right back to the fair value gap, you get short there. If you're still not sure, you wait for this candle to get revisited. So anywhere back inside this breaker here to keep going lower is ideally where you want to be. And you're looking to get back into internal range liquidity again. And what else we got here? Sorry, I'm trying to look at multiple charts here while I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of a lean little piggy. So we want to see it not get below this level here. It's actually closing and opening right on it right now. So on the daily, we want to see a dip below here on the close. Or we're going to find some support off of this and start to run back up again. And run into that premium array again. We're right down into the discount array. So it looks like if we break through this one, we're going to extend the range lower and we're gunning for that sell side liquidity. Gold. We'll see all these lows taken out. You return back into fair value gap fill. Look for this reversal. The reversal pattern right here. See how the body trades above it? And you trade back into it. And then you start running higher, gunning for these equal highs. You take the equal highs out. You're back inside that bigger range. Back to the breaker. The last candle is the most sensitive, but look at that whole thing. They're all up close candles. I like the last candle, like Michael mentions, as support. Look at the wick. See how the wick at 50% is holding price. Look for the reversal. You trade through it right here. Then you trade back up inside it with precision. Gotta love that meeting that day, hey? Where those guys stop price, bang on. The last guy got his order in just before it crashed. Isn't that awesome? Right. So there's the reversal. Trade back into it. Looking at this range, and then this range, and then all the way down to you. I look at these little swing points, this little pivot, and then the whole range lower. So for here, you're looking at fair value gap fill. You come all the way back inside, you hit it there. You're done. You go from premium to discount inside that range right there. Perfect fill. Comes all the way back up into premium again. Then if we extend past the discount range, like here, you close below it, come back to it, give you an opportunity to get on the wrong side. You run for the lows, they're right there. So you're not really, you wait for a reversal to happen. Takes it out. Those equal lows are gunned for, they're taken. So then you wait for an opportunity to get in long again. Here is an example of you getting taken. Here's a good example. So let's say this is the range that you're in now, this high to low. There's your fair value gap. You trade above it, and then you drop right back into it, and you get that opportunity inside that 50%. So if you're above 50% of that little small range right here, then you're entering in at a premium to get what? A fill of the fair value gap above you. And that's it. Or return to the breaker. And then reverses. And if you're not managing your stop loss, and you're not managing that small range, and you're trying to go for a bigger range, 50% of that is probably still within that larger range. Let's have a look here. Yeah, right on the 50%. See that? So if you said, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to aim for the 50%, just like I showed you before, if you use the fib tool inside small ranges. So if you skip that one and went for that one, you entered in right there. As soon as it hit 50%, you move to break even, take half your trade off, and then boom, come back, take you out. Otherwise, it was gunning for your stop loss. That's the discipline you have to look at those ranges. If you're saying, hey, look, I'm going for the highs, and you missed it, and you blamed the whole failure of the fair value gap, saying that shit doesn't work. Yes, it does. You just aimed too high. You aimed outside the range when you did not get support that ran above the fair value gap to give you that. So, or the premium or fair value gap to give you that extension of the range. So then you don't have the big drawback up into this breaker. The wick, they came up and wicked you out. So look for that little reversal. Now that you've taken that out, it runs through it. So you watch this candle. I'm not going to get into this long. I'm going to move through this. I've only got 3 minutes left before the opening, so I'll explain these things more as we go. But you'll see the idea of that's a premium range because we return back to it here. Look at that, right into the consequent encroachment of it. Don't feel that we're looking for this and we're running back down into a discount array right there. Hit it. Anyway. Oil, if you're into oil this morning, you want to see a body trade above here. See this little tiny, this is the 1 hour. See that little fair value gap right there? We trade up and we want to see it get through this candle too. or stop on here, come back, give you the fill, and then drive through and look for the highs. There's equal highs as support. So there's the candle that breaks the highs. And this one, what does it do? Wicks right back, taps them. This would be a CAM Model 1 entry. Then you'd have a CAM Model 2 entry. And then from here to here, 50% of that would be a CAM Model 3. And you're running for this high, these highs, that old high here. And a fill of that fair value gap will put you right there at 75.98. So let's see if that hits 75.98. And it's 75.93. Bang, 75.98 right there. And away we go. So now you want to see that continue to provide support off of here, off of all this lot here. I'd like to see that come back, find support here, and keep pushing higher. 76.43. Relative equal highs above you here and here. Oh, that's the opening. There's that crazy little stock we're looking at. Wow, this keeps inside that range, right up into optimum trade entry, reversal. Get rid of that one now. Is support inside. We're inside this larger range, obviously. We've got this fair value gap to fill right above you in that breaker. So if we return to this breaker and continue coming lower, that's what I'd like to see on that particular thing. Morning, Dave. Morning, man. We're finally running those liquidity out above the market there. I love it. We're calling for a gun and above, running for those equal highs. We finally got the equal highs. And we are back to charts here. So we're talking about that the drawn liquidity is above us. Those relative equal highs on the hourly, I do like to see those. It's a nice little opening range here. Now we've returned to that. We quite hit 603. Not quite yet. 600. We filled the 1 hour fair value gap. Keep your eye on the carrot. $704. Let's put it right up in here. That's right to the top of that fair value gap fill at the one on the 1 hour chart. Here, the 1 minute chart. That's that 1 hour. See that fill? And these are all levels we kind of marked out just before the market opened. So targets to aim for, if that was your your draw. $9.30. Looking for this here now. A little support. Let's see if we get a close below here, come back into this range here. If it does not close below that, look for this mean threshold to get taken and then continue going higher. Yes, it's a nice little regular trading hours. I like that. Look at that. Sitting right in here. So see if this provides support. We get through here. Again, look at that regular trading hours as your draw. Got this one taken. Close below here now. Back off that hourly. For run back up in here, I'm going to put my We return back into the small one here. We traded through 1 and 2. Trade back into this one. I want to see this stay open here as a continuation down, running back for this liquidity at regular trading hours. So that little reversal rate in there that you catch for continuation on the downside. If we can come all the way back up inside and tap this one, I still want to see this leave a portion of that open. We're inside this one. Didn't want to see that fill, but it fell, it did. We're back into that inversion again. Now I want to see it get some legs and get lower here. I don't want to see it trade through that fair value gap and fill. If it does, then we're looking for this one here. Trade through, come back to it, start pushing higher through this one. So you're between that one and that one. I want to see this one just give way here now and just come straight down. We still remember, we still have those equal highs on the hourly. Yeah, that's not what we want to see. So now we broke through that. Look for this to come back into that level to go higher. Just came back to that hourly fair value gap. Get some support off that, push higher. That tells you're on the wrong side. Looking for our carrot again. Now watch this. We've come all the way back to there. You want to find support at that and keep going higher. If we lose, it's now that we've taken that high, you got to watch this for this potential reversal here. Come back, fill the fair value out. How we're reacting in here now. Take out that low. Again, back to that regular trading hour gap again. That idea. Now we've traded below this. We've traded below this. This order block here is the important one for me. This becomes the next area of interest for me. Trading back, ideally off that level there and back down. Carrot's going to have to wait for now. Right now we're changing direction. We've taken out a high. Price is changing direction. We'll get confirmation on the close of this candle if this closes below that level. And it did. See how it closed below? Looking for a further rundown. Come back, find some support off of this now. You got to get below here to really confirm bearishness now. We're getting into this little consolidation type pattern. So we can get above here to go higher. I want to see this low get taken out before we see this. You'd want to see this stay open. Continuation to the upside. all the way back to that fair value gap fill. This one right here, and this hourly. Now you want to see this really get some legs, get through these equal lows here and push down into this hourly again if you want to go lower. If you want to go higher, you want to see this get closed above. Aiming for the carrot again. Come back, find some support at this. And then head higher. We have a candle closed above here. Come back, find support at this. Now you're looking for this to go higher. We're getting a nice reaction off of oil this morning. We're up at 76.71 already. Nice little run this morning. Watch for this 10 o'clock news. One more minute. Should gun for the liquidity above the market there. right back up into that daily. We are almost at those equal. Well, we're right in the rejection block right now of that hourly. We have all that liquidity above us to aim for now. Reversal here. See that low get taken there. Wait and see where it closes first. Close below here. I'm looking at this area here. I'd like to see this, now that we've closed below that, I'd like to see that come back up into here. Before we take this level. Turn 2 for short, back into here. At the consequent encroachment of the BISI here, if we bounce off of here and come back up into this range right here and then get short, it's something I'd like to see. And right in this kind of a no man's zone here, so you don't want to see this one get taken to the upside because this fair value gap and that one overlap at that candle. Back to this level one more time. Didn't quite get the level I wanted, but we did get that order block once again. We trade below it, trade back to it, consequent encroachment, trade back to it, fill the fair value gap now. And we're back into that level I was looking for here. Fulfill. Now we want to see whether or not this starts pushing higher, getting through here. So we get off this order block here, and I want to see this breakthrough here on a close if we're aiming for the liquidity below the market here. If not, relative equal highs, we clear that out. You're looking for this high or these fair value gaps here. And we still have that regular trading hour gap below us too. Haven't quite taken out those. We got relative equal highs again. We still have these equal highs above us on the hourly. So you want to see that gun for those. Take those out and then look for a reversal. Here, it's just traded below it, came back up, traded through it again, came back in, gave you an opportunity to get on target, on side with it, run through. We look for the reversal here. If you can't get this, look for this. It traded through. This one did not give you an opportunity to get on there. As soon as it closes below there, here, trades back to it, gets short, aiming for inside the range. You get the full fill right here and here. So now we're just sitting here to find out where she wants to go next. Again, keeping in mind that hourly higher time frame objective is more of the bias. So if this is just a retracement, try to catch the longs. You'll look for a low to get taken out, a reversal to show itself, and then a continuation to the upside, looking for that upside objective. If we get on top of this candle, I'm looking for this one to provide support and then start pushing through here. If not, I'm looking for this candle to get taken out on the downside and continue further down, reaching for liquidity down here. That's both objectives. So it's a matter of watching the candles now and see where you see the price action reacting off of order block here or here. So I'm really stuck between these two right now. This fair value gap and the premium one above me here. We've reached the discount one and now we're looking for the premium. So this would be a continuation to the upside for me here if this holds. You got a consolidation happening here now. So this would be a cam, you start thinking cam model entry. So you have a consolidation, you will see it pop up, come back down, find support at that candle, which is that CAM Model 1 entry, to continue pushing higher as we go through these fair value gaps, or at least return back into the range. Right now you're sitting right in near the equilibrium, so you don't pick a direction right now. You can argue both. So you wait for price action to show its direction. Watch the close. Close below here. There you go. Now you will see it come back up into here and go lower. Beautifully done. Ran the lows. I just took that right there for a super short. Just for that. That one candle just gone from there to there. I don't know how many handles that was. Let me see how many it was. $544 to $570. Or sell 570, 544. So 30, 20, 26 handles. Now, see how we traded right on it. So I'm waiting. I want to see a body get below here. Then a continuation on the downside. This candle plays an important role now for upside run. You want to see this now off this candle. Start pushing harder, lower. I want to see it close below here though. Keeps closing right on it. Mean threshold of that last body candle. And we're getting above here. We've got these relative equal lows here. And we got relative hourly equal highs above us. Just sitting in a very choppy, kind of unmotivated price action right now. Looking at this level here now. Little fair value up here. I want to see that pop through that, come back, find support at this, and start going higher. Right now we're in the middle of that range. That's the only thing I can see right now. Taking out these lows. They've all been taken now. So you want to see this and get back into the premium array again. So you look for inside this large range here, you look for a premium and a discount for value gaps. And you see that order block traded back to. The moment we close below that, and this, you trade back to it. You're gunning for discount arrays in here and discount in the larger range. And if we close below it in the discount range right here, you know you're looking for liquidity here. It closed below, actually ran it out on that candle. So now you look for that little fair value gap there. We traded above it. You came back to it right here. And now we're pushing for these highs here. So that's ideally where you want to keep pushing for, and you're looking back for that premium array up here. At least that's what I'm looking at. I don't know what Mike is looking at. I know he's live right now, but that's what I'm looking at. So you come back inside it here. See that keep pushing higher now. Now that we broke above it, we've come back to it a little deeper. You want to see that high get taken out now? Now I want to see it get on top. If you want more support, you want to see it get on top of this candle here. Find some support of that and continue pushing higher into this level. Hello, Mummy. Thank you for my tea. Good morning. It's great having your parents still here. Mum brings you a cup of tea in the morning. I've already got my parents here for another few more days, and then they're heading back. Oh boy. It's always nice having family around. So far we're seeing some support here. I want to see this candle again. And you hear me talking about this before it happens, what the levels are that I'm looking for. So it's not all hindsight stuff. I call it before it's happening. I want to see that support off of here now. Now those little highs have been taken. Look for that premium array above you. And there's that array here again. Looking for that little pop up into here. There's the first one. Now, do we come back and give this a little kiss first before we head higher? Now we've taken out these equal highs. Right back to that level. See that? These levels, these two candles. Then you want to see that get some legs here and start moving up. You want to see this provide like a little order block here. You can key off of and go higher. And we're still looking for that hourly buy side liquidity. Coming back to that order block there. This is the one you want to see support now off that hourly. And we want to keep pushing in there now. See it bounce off of here. See that keep going higher here. We're right in that premium or range. So you could just see this, just clip the edge of this. Just tap it and then start running back down and clear this out here. So remember, this is all sell side, equal lows here. We're just coming back into the, we went from premium to discount, extended the range, took the lows, created relative equal lows here. We had the reversal we talked about here. We got in on a reversal there. We're running back up to premium level. We took out some highs, so you pay yourself at that high, pay yourself at that high, and look for last little piece in here. Or you're pulling your fib tool from there to there and start running it up. Whatever method you guys use for managing your trade. I took off 2 trades in here so far. And it just came back and tapped me out there. So I'm out of this particular run up until we see it break through that candle's high, come back and find support at it. I'm not going higher yet. You still have the liquidity down here. There's a little tiny gap right there. I still want to see that level right there get hit. Let me get these hourlies out of the way here. That's an hourly. Hourly, because my 1 minutes are usually the same color. We come back and tap these 2 candles. So we got that one there. We're back inside these 2. I want to see that provide support. We got this one. We traded above that one. If you weren't sure about this one, look for that one. And then those order blocks there. So you want to see that start climbing now. Get up there, give it a kiss. We're not even in the consequent encroachment of this yet. Just took out these highs. See these equal highs right here? At that fair value gap. We just popped into it. So inside that range, we have a premium. Oh, I just saw this. We have a premium BISI opposing SIBI. Discount, sorry, it's discount BISI and a premium SIBI opposing ones. and its price action super sloppy right now. I'm just trying to show you how to stay on the horse. Not that we're taking any major trades. My trades have been super light, and I'm just trying to follow price action as tight as I can. And I'm not giving it any opportunity to fail it for me. So it's kind of like nibbling out of the market. Not a great way to trade because you want something clean. Like I would like to have seen. This one was a nice trade to go for a short down to a discount array. It extended the range, so you want to see a nice clean fair value gap set up here, and we didn't for a reversal. And that wasn't until we saw it here that you could get in on this, and you're starting to look for the range that you're in. I look for these reversals, and there's the reversal, and there's 50% of the range from there to there. So you're still in a discount. You're looking at 50%. So if you're drawing your fib tool and you're doing the fib tool method for managing your trade, you'd have 50%. So if you entered in on that one here and you went to 50%, you move your stop loss to break even, take half your trade off. So as you hit 62% right there, you take another 10% off and move your stop loss to 50%. And as soon as it hits 70%, you move to 62%, take another 10% off, and it would just literally come back and tap you out there. So that would have been your trade finished from there to there. Now, I don't know about you, but if you get 86 to 630, so you're looking at 53 handles there. 53 handles from there to there. I don't know about you, but that's a dandy little run. And there you go. You finally hit our little area. So I'm liking that. And we've now traded above it. Now you want to see that just leave town now. Start running for those highs. So that's the box we're aiming for. We traded above it. I like it. That's the upside objective we're aiming for. A lot of chop in here. I don't like all this chop. Consolidation. Cam model 1 all the way down to here. You want to see if it actually clears out this now that we've hit that level. We're trading below it again. Trade up to it. Whether going to go through it or just tap it and start coming lower. value gap, back to the CAM model 1 entry. We're looking to take out these highs now and get back to our carrot, back to our regularly scheduled program, taking out those highs. Come back, find some support here, or just gun it. What's our oil doing? Oil gave you a nice little reversal here. If you're not sure about this one here, when you return to it, watch this here. We traded through this, back up inside that one right. I don't think we hit it right there. Maybe we did. Right there. What's the high on that candle? 76.78. The high on this candle, 76.77. So it just popped into there and then started running lower. Beautiful. And look at that. Sorry, let's get back to this candle here. Just ran that high. Now we're watching that little fair value gap there. Watching this guy here now. So we took out the highs on the 28th in the afternoon at 4 o'clock. Went up 4 o'clock in the morning. So we're just looking for the rest of this to take out. Just reaching for that carrot there, and that'll be my objective for the day. I'm going to cut this short, and then I'm going to go out and enjoy breakfast with my family. So even in this choppy mess, you can still make, we had an entry here, looking for old highs, looking for confirmation of continuation, looking for confirmation for continuation. And that's all we're looking for, is just looking to see if price continues to give us the ride we're looking for. And we're looking for those higher time frame equal highs. So I'll stick around here until that objective gets hit. See you later, Dave. Hope you have a great day, buddy. We're bouncing off that daily. Is it a price imbalance or a fair value gap? See how we're just smacking off of that? Bodies are respecting it. So whether we get a retracement back into here and then push higher, do not want to see that get closed, and we do not want to see this candle here get taken on the low. You can wick through it, into that candle's open, or right here, these two candles open, right at the consequent encroachment. That would be nice to see that stay open right there. Leave that piece open. There's a little breakaway gap, and start pushing higher to take these, that took this high out. Breaking away, as Michael describes it, breaking away above the consolidation. So watch right here, watch the consequent encroachment. If they leave that and start gunning it all the way back for this liquidity here for 11 o'clock, I like to see them take that liquidity at 11 and then pull back into the range and aim for lunch hour, aiming for the liquidity below the market here. So for me, you'd have to lose this on the downside and that candle for bearishness. We want to see it come back into here to go lower. Like that, you see? I think they're going to start gunning for this, leave that open, and then start running back for it for after lunch. So those people that were kind of, all that retail saying, oh, that's a resistance up top there. They're coming back for that. Don't you worry. This is a great opportunity to take all those people that are just hoping they're stop losses are all, or their take profits are just sitting right here. And now we've got to change in direction. It's taking that high. You look for this right here and that right there. So if we close below that, before coming to this, this becomes my key level here. And then I'm looking back inside this range and I'm looking for a discount array like here and back to that little imbalance we saw over here. So we did not close below that, you see? So now you're looking for this to return back into here. I want to see that little piece stay open. The ideal entry is here. If it closes above it and you're wrong and it comes back, taps it and goes out, that'll give you an opportunity to get back in sync with the market. So you just want to see it tap this now and you want to see it leave that open. If it comes back into it, again, I want to see it come up to here, no higher than here. But that's the first, second, third entry. You want to see that stay open. If it doesn't, again, that is your ideal entry short right there. I went short right here. As soon as I take that candle's low out, I'm already at break even. So it's turning into a zero stress trade just because we got those equal highs above us still. Break even. Run back into here. You want to see it get below this candle here now. So from the what you're gonna look for here is just from here to here, 50% to 62% of the range created from the open, 930 open, whatever the low is created here. If we trade back up and through this, you're looking for higher prices. See that last piece stay open? Get some legs now. Motivation to get down there. Explosive price movement now. Really get some good legs, push down hard now. Looking for the small range here, 50% of that. See, really got it now. Talk about choppy, crappy price action today, hey? Anyway, we're looking for further downside, 50%. If we get through this candle or this fair value gap here, if we get through that on the upside, look for support to run higher. Otherwise, look for lunch hour to take out these lows. Here you get some good legs here now because we just took out that low there. And these wicks are just back and forth, but we're still finding support. So I'm still bearish overall right now. think that's going to be it for me. I think I'm going to go out and enjoy some time with my family. I've only got a few days left with them, so I'm going to enjoy that. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning to see what we have for TGIF Friday, if we can get that. And we'll see how that Friday plays out for us. But until then, I will see you guys on. So keep your eye on that level right now. You want to see either pop through it, find some support. Now we took that low out. Find some support at that level and start running higher, or just a wick through that now and come back lower. That's the full fill right there. Anyway, so keep your eye on that. Price action is really choppy, so keep yourself, wait for something clean to set itself up. This is like super choppy. You don't want to be messing around inside this if you're not absolutely sure on your price action. Just watch it. It's a great opportunity to kind of stay on the horse now. So look for the key levels and watch how price is acting off of them and say, where would it fail for me if I was on the wrong side of this? Or if I got on the wrong side, how do I get back on the right side of it and start gunning for a different liquidity pool? So yeah, keep your eye on that. Again, that level's still important right now. You see how it's banging around off that consequent encroachment right now. The wicks are coming to do their little bit of damage, but we want to see that that's been fully filled now, that fair value gap. So you don't want to see that trade above this fair value gap here now, because if it does, then you want to find support, get through this candle, find support at that candle and push higher. But that's it for me. I will see you guys on Friday.